Hey everybody, Exotic Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel. So, Valorant Mobile. Who's excited? I know I am. I'm going to be playing this game the second it comes out globally, and I'm sure many of you guys are as well. As a matter of fact, there is already testing going on for the game. There is a private test that's going on right now as we speak in China. It's very secretive, it's very exclusive, only a very small number of people have actually gotten access to the game. But despite this, one of the people in China has already leaked some gameplay footage of Valorant Mobile. We have our very first look, about 3 minutes of gameplay of what Valorant Mobile will be like for us when we finally get to play the game. And I thought it would be really cool in today's video for me to share with you all that footage and also talk about a lot of the myths and lies that other people are talking about to try to dispel a lot of the people that try to claim they already have the download when they don't. I hope you guys are excited. Leave a like if you are planning on playing Valorant Mobile when it comes out, and subscribe because I'm going to make a how-to download tutorial video because chances are it's probably going to be a little bit difficult to download the game. If you want to play it, you might want to subscribe so you know how to download. Anyways, with all this being said, as you guys can see here, I've downloaded about 3 minutes of footage for Valorant Mobile, and as we're starting up this footage, I want to be very clear that this is not the quality of what the game will look like when we start playing it. You can see here that it's very low quality, like 360p quality on YouTube or something like that. That's because whoever recorded this footage uploaded it to a Chinese website, and then it got downloaded, then it got re-uploaded and downloaded, and that lowers the quality of the video. So kind of look past that and just see the game for what it is. We can see that there's a heck of a lot of different settings here. I mean, I have no idea what any of that means because obviously I don't speak Chinese. I learned a little bit of it in school, but I have forgotten most of it. So if anybody out there would like to translate this footage, you're more than happy to, and I might heart your comments if it's accurate, obviously. I find it interesting that the graphics are not groundbreaking, and that basically probably will mean that this is going to be one of those games that's going to work very well on lower-end devices. Like, you're looking at this footage, and, it's right in line with a lot of other games that are coming out right now. It's not, like, way ahead of everything else. If the graphics were, like, perfect, almost real-life looking, then you're really going to limit the amount of players that can actually play. Now, here's another clip from a different person potentially, or it might be from the same person. I have no idea why the Chinese text keeps overlaying over the video. That's just how it was when I downloaded it, but we can see here there's a wide variety of different characters that you can select between. 7, it looks like. Maybe there's more. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like there are 7 from this screen right here. You can select whatever character you want, and then it loads up. This is the loading screen. It's probably going to give like a tutorial and other stuff like that as you're waiting to jump into the match, just like a lot of other games do. Like, PUBG Mobile does that, for instance. It's like, oh, open the airdrop to get a good gun, stuff like that. Yeah, you can see there. There's the tutorial. But even despite this lower video quality, we can see that the gun animations look nice, the reload looks good, and, oh, I completely forgot about this part here. This is actually pretty cool. There's an entire HUD layout, and from what I can see right here, I don't know if you guys would agree, it looks like there's a lot of buttons, and some of them, I don't know what they are. Like, you look on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a freaking wrench with a gun bullet. This one right here on the on the right-hand side. Did I say left? I don't even know. I'm just so excited to be looking at this, right? And then you have this button right here. This might be some type of, like, vaulting or jump button. I don't really know. Or they could just be your special abilities, potentially. But there's a lot of different button options that you can press, even this 5 times and 2 times, which I find very interesting on the left-hand side of the screen. There's a jump button. There's like an aiming button, and then there's also a crouch button, which is interesting as well. But obviously, there's not too many more minutes of gameplay here, only a few more seconds. And we can just see how, like, this is going to be one of those games that's going to be, probably better for about 4 to 5 finger claw. I feel like you're going to have a difficult time playing this game if, you only play with thumbs. So, all right, there we go. Now, before you click away, because the video footage is complete, I do want to talk about some very important things. First things first, if you don't know how to pre-register for this game, I would highly recommend going to taptap.io on your phone and then you can either pre-register for Android or iOS. You can see that there's literally almost 1.5 million pre-registrations. So a lot of people know about the game already, but it doesn't hurt that you can pre-register even if you haven't. That way you could potentially be one of the first people selected whenever another beta comes out. Next thing, there's a lot of websites out there that claim they have downloads for Valorant Mobile, and I want to apologize for not uploading a video in a couple of days. I have spent the last 2 days scouring the internet, going to every single English website and every single Chinese website, trying to find a download. I probably got so many viruses on my computer. I downloaded so many risky files on my phone and probably completely screwed up my phone. Both my iPhone and my Android. Tons of different apps, and they are all scams. They are all lies. They are not Valorant Mobile. So if you see websites like this one right here, APK Modi, it says it has Valorant Mobile APK v1.0.3. That is not real. This is not an actual Valorant Mobile file. Potentially it has a virus, or at the very least, it's just a completely different game altogether. It says it's updated on February 22nd, 2022. That's before the beta even started in China. This was before testing even started, so it's not possible to have this APK file from that long ago. Here's another Chinese website. Let's go translate it. This one claims it has an iTunes download. You can even scan the QR code. It says it renewed on April 9th of 2022. That was only a few days ago. Seems like that's a little bit more optimistic, but when you click on this and then you go to the iTunes download, it brings you up to a completely different app altogether. Look at this. Valorant Wallpapers, which we can understand why this thing only has a 1-star rating. That's because this is not Valorant Mobile. Even though the game claims it does, even though it has screenshots from Valorant, it explains all the different features of the game, this is not Valorant Mobile. Here's another one. This one actually might potentially be legit, but all it is just a way that you can pre-register for the game on a Chinese website. I would never recommend actually going to this website because I don't know how trustworthy it is. You might potentially get the game earlier if you go to this website than if you were to sign up on TapTap because you are pre-registering in China. But I really wouldn't trust that. I did, and I'm probably going to end up getting tons of spammy text messages because of that. Now, a lot of people might think that people in China just have free access to the game, but that's not entirely the case. Here is a news article from China, and they are very shocked. Valorant mobile game has entered the closed beta stage. The national service curve saves the country first. That's bad translation, but basically here, they're even getting their news from Twitter, just like us. It was not until the evening of April 9th that Danny Intel, a foreign service whistleblower, posted on Twitter that he received reliable information from Chinese informants. The Valorant mobile game had started a secret test in China, and he released 5 pictures of the test suit confirming the existence of the mobile game. They're developing the mobile game, and yeah, basically all they're saying is they did not get the news of the Valorant internal test at all. It seems that Tencent conducted a small-scale test and did not announce the existence of this mobile game. So basically, even people in China do not have access to it. This is a very secretive test, and here's one more website. I would like to show you guys that this is, again, another scammy website that tries to claim that they have Valorant. They actually have 3 different versions of it. They have this one, and this one. But if you try to click the download button, it's going to download a completely different game. And, you're more than welcome to search the Chinese internet like I did. I did so much. I searched Valorant with tons of different potential search terms, Valorant gameplay, Valorant mobile, how to download Valorant on iOS, Android, stuff like that. None of these websites actually come up with anything. Even Chinese people themselves don't know how to play this game on mobile. This is literally from a Chinese person. There's an entire social media tab of people talking about it that are sharing the same exact screenshots that we already know about for this game here. If we actually take a look at this, you can see these are the same screenshots that we've been getting. These are not actually screenshots from mobile. These are screenshots from PC, but you guys get the idea. A lot of people have no freaking idea what this thing is in China even, so this is a very select few beta tests that only a few amount of people actually had access to. You can even search this by latest release on Chinese YouTube or most clicks, comprehensive sorting. There's pretty much 1 or 2 videos, period, talking about this. And, look, if you look at this, it's basically just showing screenshots and other stuff like that. this isn't even Valorant mobile gameplay. It's just the Chinese version of Valorant, and they're talking about showing mobile gameplay. So tons of stuff to go over, tons of stuff to talk about, but basically the whole point of the second half of the video was to tell you guys that even people in China do not have access to this game yet. This was a very closed test that only a select few number of people actually had access to, and it's going to be a little bit before we have another test, and hopefully in that other test, we're actually going to be able to play the game. For right now, do not go to all of these scammy websites and try to download Valorant Mobile, because you're not going to find it on these websites. It's just going to take you to random freaking apps that you don't want to download, and you might end up getting a virus on your computer or your phone, and then you might not be able to play Valorant at all. That's end up being the case. So basically, that's the whole point there. Hope you guys did enjoy the gameplay. Let's go back here as we're talking about the outro, just to go over this gameplay once again. Leave a like if you're excited for Valorant Mobile, because I know I am. And as I said earlier on in the video, make sure to subscribe, because I will be making a how-to download tutorial video whenever there's actually a download that is legit out there. I will continue to scour the Chinese internet, and if you guys would like to do that yourself, you can, and then tweet at me if you happen to find something before me, and I'll feature your Twitter in the video or something like that. Give you a shout out if you can find a download before me. But that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and stay safe out there. I'll see you all in the next episode.